Let's start with the graphical user interface. The graphical user interface consists of a menu bar, a toolbar, and 4 window panes. The Project Explorer window pane is used to view, navigate, and organize project elements. It shows a graphical representation of the hierarchy of elements within your project. Elements are organized under the hazards, transforms, system responses, consequences, and risk analyses folder subheaders. Menu commands related to each element can be viewed and selected by right-clicking on the folders in the Project Explorer window. For example, to add a tabular hazard, right-click on the Hazards folder and select Add Tabular Hazard from the menu. You will then be prompted to name the new function. Once added, it will appear in the Tab Documents window. The Tab Documents provides the editing and reviewing space for the various project components, including hazard, transform, response, and consequence functions. The documents can be dragged by their tabs and can be pinned to different areas on the screen, or they can be free-floating. These actions can also be performed by right-clicking on the Document tab. In RMC Total Risk, you can customize the position, size, or behavior of windows to create window layouts that work best for you. When you customize the layout, RMC Total Risk will remember your configuration and it'll take on the same configuration the next time you open the program. The View menu allows you to unhide or open the window panes within the software. An option is also listed in the View window to restore the default layout shown here. RMC Total Risk contains 4 function types that are very similar to the functions that you learned about in Module 1 of this course. Hazard functions describe the exceedance probabilities of various hazard levels, with examples being peak flow frequency, reservoir pool stage frequency, and seismic hazard curves. Hazard functions are almost always represented by continuous random variables. Transform functions are used to transform or convert the hazard levels from one type of a function to another. An example would be converting a peak flow frequency function into a stage frequency function using a flow to stage rating curve. System response functions describe the conditional probability of failure for various hazard levels for potential failure modes. And finally, consequence functions describe the consequences of failure or non-failure for various hazard levels. For a given project in RMC Total Risk, the required functions for a risk analysis are hazard, system response, and consequence functions. Transform functions are optional inputs and are based on the specific requirements of the project. To demonstrate how to set up the different functions and a risk analysis, let's step through several examples. The data used to set up the risk analysis in the RMC Total Risk will come from the Module 6 exercises and homework file, which can be downloaded from the course website.